I wanted to go over Donald Trump's Truth Social post because over the last couple of days, he has had the most epic meltdown. But if you go to Donald Trump's Truth Social page on any given day, you will see that we have a deranged man-child in charge at the White House. His Truth Social page is full of propaganda, disinformation, and outright unhinged behavior. So take a look at this. This is Donald Trump talking about Mark Kelly. He says, Mark Kelly and the group of unpatriotic politicians were wrong to do what they did, and they know it. I hope the people looking at them are not duped into thinking that it's okay to openly and freely get others to disobey the president of the United States. Mark Kelly never told them to disobey the president of the United States. He said, disobey unlawful orders, right? Their oath is to the Constitution. But let's see a video comparing Mark Kelly and Donald Trump. Take a look at this video.
In 1991, when Donald Trump was driving the Taj Mahal casino into bankruptcy, I was getting shot at over Iraq and Kuwait. In 2001, after Donald Trump said that the collapse of the Twin Towers meant he now owned the tallest skyscraper in Manhattan, I was carrying flags honoring 9/11 victims into space on a rocket ship. In 2003, when Donald Trump was writing birthday greetings to the monster Jeffrey Epstein, I was the first on the scene to recover the bodies of my fellow astronauts who died when Space Shuttle Columbia exploded during re-entry. In 2011, when Trump was hosting a reality show and peddling conspiracy theories against President Barack Obama, I was sitting next to my wife's hospital bed as she recovered from a gunshot wound to the head. My point is this: I've been through a lot worse in service to my country. The president and Pete Hegseth are not going to silence me.
Trump calling Mark Kelly unpatriotic is absolutely insane. Donald Trump is a 5-time draft dodger. This is the same guy that called John McCain disgraceful for getting captured by the enemy in battle, right? He was a POW, and Donald Trump dodged the draft 5 times. Completely pathetic. Take a look at this. We're going to go through all of his insane meltdown Truth Social posts over the last couple of days. More. Take a look at this. He's still calling for people to be tried for treason and sedition. He's still calling his political opponents, these Democratic senators that came out and said that troops should not follow unlawful orders. Their oath is to the Constitution. And he's still calling them a threat to America and that their behavior is seditious and treasonous, completely unhinged. The 25th Amendment needs to be invoked. If Republicans had any spine whatsoever, they would have done this forever ago. In his first term, this guy is completely unhinged. More, take a look at this. Donald Trump calling a sitting member of Congress a terrorist from a terrorist family, calling Ilhan Omar a terrorist. Can you imagine if any other president did this? Can you imagine? Not even a Democratic one. Can you imagine if George W. Bush said this about someone in Congress? Can you imagine if he threatened the lives like Donald Trump did of Democratic members of Congress? If George W. Bush, he would have been crucified. It would have been over. His political career would have been over. He would have been impeached. 25th Amendment. You name it. Times have completely changed. Now we allow an unhinged man-child to be in Congress talking about a sitting member of Congress being a terrorist. Completely insane and without evidence, right? Just calling her a terrorist just for the sake of it. Completely insane. More. Take a look at this. Now, the Trump administration, have been coming out saying that Obama committed treason. Now even Obama committed treason, right? All of his political opponents, it's so funny. All the ones that he doesn't like, right? All of the politicians he doesn't like are treasonous and traitors, right? Just because all of them have called out Donald Trump for his insanity. And so he doesn't like them. So he calls them all traitors and treasonous. And he sends his national intelligence, director out there to come up with fake evidence, right? Tulsi Gabbard completely fabricating evidence against Obama. I can guarantee you, if any of you MAGA people are coming out there, this will never come to fruition. Nothing will happen because there is no evidence against Obama that he was treasonous or did treasonous behavior. Completely and utterly insane. Can you imagine, as I mentioned, if any other president came out and said this about another president? It would never happen. More. Nancy Pelosi's former top staffer says Nancy Pelosi planned January 6th for 2 years. Now, his scheme that he perpetrated, he's blaming on Nancy Pelosi. So Nancy Pelosi sent all of those right-wingers, all of those MAGA freaks down to the Capitol to ransack the Capitol. It was Nancy Pelosi. I guess she has some kind of, she's been a Democrat her whole life, like in disguise, but she was secretly working with MAGA lunatics to have them run down there and go ransack the Capitol. No, but according to MAGA, they were all FBI agents, right? Insane conspiracy theories. These people are lunatics. But I guess now Nancy Pelosi came up with the scheme to overturn the election and ransack the Capitol. Yeah, now it's Nancy Pelosi. Completely insane. Take a look at this. Now, Michelle Obama. They're saying that Michelle Obama, during the Biden administration, somehow she crept into the White House and took Joe Biden's Autopen and did a bunch of pardons. And now Donald Trump wants to roll them back because Michelle Obama secretly infiltrated the White House, took Joe Biden's Autopen without him knowing, and pardoned a bunch of people. This is the insane person that we have in the White House. This is the person that we have as president. He's actually posting this on True Social. Absolutely conspiratorial and unhinged and insane. More, let's go through this. Here it is. DOGE confirms conspiracy theory no more. The illegal alien industry. Illegal aliens were issued social security numbers by the Biden-Harris administration. This is so easily falsifiable, right? You can just do 5 minutes of research and you know that social security numbers can be given to legal residents. They're not citizens yet, but they're here legally, right? They have green cards or they're on asylum. They're in asylum. They're illegally allowed to work here. They're not giving social security numbers to illegals. It's completely insane. These people are so unhinged and dumb. They don't know what they're talking about. All you have to do is 5 minutes of research and you would know that and it's good that they're getting social security numbers, you dum-dums, because they're paying into social security and not receiving the benefits. That means they're paying your mom or your dad's social security benefits and not getting any benefits in return until they become a citizen. So they're helping the economy, you morons. This is so dumb. Like, I just don't understand these people. Complete and utter pathetic like nonsense, because they have no understanding of how the government works or how any of these government programs work, right? So we have an unhinged president as president right now. If you just go through his True Social posts, and I challenge everyone to go through them, just to spend 5 minutes going through them to see how unhinged he is, right? And how mentally sick. And a lot of this is indicative of dementia. And psychologists are starting to come out and say, hey, this guy's unhinged. We need to invoke the 25th Amendment. These are top psychologists coming out saying this because no president has ever acted so unpresidential in history. And that's why this guy has the worst second-term approval rating of any president in modern history. It's because of behavior like this. People see this guy, especially independents. They see this guy. They're like, man, this guy's a child. Posting memes of Democratic lawmakers bowing down to his feet. That was a meme that he posted of him sitting on a throne as king while Democratic lawmakers are at his feet. I mean, this is just the insane things that he posts, right? This is not a normal person. This is completely, at minimum, this is completely unpresidential. Really, it's unhinged. Anyway, if you believe in economic justice, if you believe in fighting for the working class, if you believe in anti-political corruption and anti-corporate greed, then please consider subscribing. That's what this channel is about. Please leave comments in the comment section. I really enjoy hearing from you. And I really appreciate you guys who do support my channel and future ones that do. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everyone.